Good morning, everyone. Welcome to, let me just make sure I have all my ducks in a row. Welcome to my weekly live stream. This is my weekly live stream where I jump on live, obviously, and talk about the new beauty releases. This is my version of like a will I buy it, anti-haul, purchase or pass, whatever any of your favorite YouTubers call it. I refer to it as my wanted or don't series, but I do this in a live stream format where you guys can jump on in the live chat, and you can also let me know what you think of the new beauty releases. We have a good old chit chat. We have a bit of a catch up at the end, but I will be sharing my Instagram screen with you, and we will be going through and talking about all the new beauty releases that have been released since last Sunday. I do these every single Sunday at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join, if you want to participate, then you're more than welcome to. If you are watching the replay, then make sure you are subscribed and you turn your notifications on so you do get notified when I go live next week. With that all being said, the hiccups. With that all being said, I will do my little disclaimer here because I just feel like it's necessary. This is a safe place for you to share your opinion. I don't judge. You're welcome. You're entitled to your opinion as much as I am entitled to my opinion. So yeah, it's a safe place for us to have a good old discussion about makeup. At the end of the day, it's just makeup. It's not the end of the world if you don't like what I like, and it's not the end of the world if I don't like what you like. So if you don't like seeing or listening to people smack talk your favorite beauty brands, then this is probably not the place for you. Like if you get really offended by that, this is probably not the place for you, but you are welcome to watch my other videos. But if you do like hearing some good old chit chat and analytics and analysis on makeup, then come on and watch the live, and it might help you save some money, because that's what we're all about here on my channel, is saving money and not wasting our money on useless beauty purchases. Okay, now I have Eden has already joined us in the chat. Good morning to you, beautiful. It is so good to see you again this Sunday. And as everyone else jumps on, we will say hello to them as well. Okay. So just going to share my screen right now. I don't know about you guys. For those of you that are in Australia, probably you too, Eden, but I am freezing my butt off today. I think it is 4 degrees at the moment for me. The sun is just starting to come out, so hopefully it warms up a little bit, but it is freezing. My feet are freezing. My hands are freezing. I'm cold. That's what I'm trying to say. So as per usual, I do follow a couple of channels on, a couple of profiles on Instagram. So the 3 main ones that I follow to keep up to date on new beauty releases are, the first one is Kat and Hayley from, Kat and Hayley from Beauty News, and their Instagram page is Beauty News Official. Then I also follow Trend Mood. And then I follow Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is run by Amy from the YouTube channel Amy Loves Makeup. So those are the 3 main places that I get my information from. If you do want to keep up to date on stuff as it comes out, then follow them on Instagram. But if you are trying to save money and reduce your spending, I would definitely recommend not following them because they can be purchase inducers. Okay, starting off, we have a new foundation coming from Colourpop. This is the introduction of their Pretty Fresh foundation now. I think previously they had their Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer or BB cream, something like that, but it's the same range, but in a foundation version. This is supposed to be 42 shades. Vegan hydrating foundation, medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. It's dermatologically tested, oil-free, alcohol-free, and fragrance-free. So it's good to see that it doesn't have any of that stuff that a lot of people find that upsets their skin, like the oils, alcohol, and the fragrances. It is a vegan formula, which will tick a lot of boxes for a lot of people. And I'm assuming that it's cruelty-free if it's vegan. I would assume that if it was both, that they would advertise both, but if it's vegan, I'm assuming it's cruelty-free. It is a hydrating foundation, so for me, it probably wouldn't really work. And then we also have a medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. I'm really interested to see what people think about this foundation. I think a lot of people are going to like this foundation because I know a lot of people like the Pretty Fresh, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I think it's a tinted moisturizer. Whatever the previous complexion product was in this range, I think a lot of people rave about that product and they really like it. So I think it's going to be the same for this. As usual, Colourpop have this really simple packaging. I really like their more simplistic packaging. We just have a bottle with a pump. I love it. I really like the simplicity. 42 shades. It looks fairly decent. Colourpop traditionally have a pretty good spread of colors, in my opinion. So I think it's really good that they're coming out right from get-go with the 42 shades. I would imagine that they'll probably match the colors that are already in their range. So yeah, that's good to see. It is coming out this Thursday at 10 a.m. PST. Available for preview at Ulta.com. So it's obviously already out on Ulta, I think, and then it's coming out on Colourpop.com 9th of July, which is this week coming. It doesn't say how much it is though, but I'm assuming that it will probably be maybe around the $12 mark because I think that's how much their fuller coverage foundation is. I think it's about the $12 mark. So I'm assuming it'll be in line with that. Okay. Oh, good morning, Carolyn. It is so good to see you again. I like the sound of this foundation. I've heard good things about this foundation. $16. Eden has confirmed it is $16. So as per usual for Colourpop, a really reasonable price. When you convert that into Australian dollars, it's probably $25. So it is sitting about our kind of drugstore pricing for foundation. So it's kind of on par for us with the conversion at the moment with what you can get at Priceline or pharmacies, maybe a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what people think of this foundation and even people with oily skin, because sometimes I know I literally just said that this is probably not for me, but I know sometimes oily skin can be quite dehydrated, and that's me. So this might be all right for my skin. Even for shorter periods of time, it might be all right. I'd say probably longer periods, it won't be. But for shorter periods with my dehydrated skin, oily but dehydrated, it might be all right. And if it has that natural finish, I'm really digging the natural finish at the moment. So maybe this might be one that I might actually like, because that natural finish at the moment, I just am really not enjoying that full blank kind of block out canvas. I've been really enjoying having some of my skin showing through lately. Okay. Some more products coming out from Morphe, and they have launched some Complexion Pro face palettes in 5 shade variations. So all feature a matte brightener, a matte contour, 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and 2 highlighter formulas. Creamy powder and silk slip topper. I don't know what that means, but so these are they're full face complexion palettes, but in different skin tone variations. So we have 5 skin tone variations, and I just want to say that I think this is fantastic. I personally am not going to buy them, but I think that this is hands down one of the best complexion face palette ranges that I have seen launched in a while, purely because they have actually thought about the shades, and they've actually released a palette that suits different shade ranges. Instead of coming out with one palette and saying that it will suit the lightest of light to the darkest of dark, they have actually thought about it and split it up into skin tone groups. So we have one for fair to light skin tones, light to medium, medium to deep tan skin tones, deep tan to rich skin tones, and deep to very deep skin tones. So I really also want to say, this 8D palette, the Deep Glam, so deep to very deep skin tone. So they have actually thought about this really well. I think that having 5 shade variations as well is really good. It's not just like your light, medium, deep. It's light, medium, deep, deep to deep, deep, very deep. Like, it covers a lot of skin tones, and I think that Morphe should be commended for this. I think that this is really well thought out. As much as I'm not going to buy it and I don't support Morphe, I think that this is a good release. And $24 each for, there's 8 shades in each palette. Yeah, so I think it's good. And like I said, I haven't seen many face palettes come out where they do cater for that super deep skin tone. So I think that this might actually sell really, really well, because it's quite rare to see a palette that is catered for that super deep skin tone. And the packaging, as always, is just the same. Okay, a new foundation coming out from Tom Ford. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. So this provides a matte finish without looking cakey or dry. Soft focus microsphere powders blur the look of imperfections, and where extending pigments provide medium to full buildable coverage. Skin still looks and moves like skin and feels smoother over time, even after foundation has been removed. That's a bold claim. So this is saying that it has like skincare or like skin improving benefits to wearing the foundation. So it comes in 48 shades, and this is going to be $88. So in Australian dollars, this is going to be well over $100. It's probably going to be closer to the $150 mark, which is a lot of money for a foundation, but it is pretty on par for Tom Ford prices. Tom Ford in Australia is like, I think everything in their range is pretty much over $100. So it is pretty on par with Tom Ford prices. But all that being said, it's still a shit ton of money to be spending on a foundation, especially a foundation that is only 30 mils. So a lot of money to be spending on 30 mils of foundation. Like, if you're wearing this every single day, it's probably only going to last you maybe 2 to 3 months. If you're wearing it every single day, that's a lot of money to be shelling out every 3 months. But if it does provide you with those skincare benefits, which I don't know whether it would really benefit all that much, particularly if it's layering over the top of all your other skincare, I don't know. And we have 40 shades. We only have a few of the shades showcased here on the skin, but we can see a few quite deep shades down here and a few lighter shades up here, varying different undertones, which is good to see. Yeah, I definitely probably wouldn't be picking this one up. I think you can get Tom Ford from David Jones in Australia. I don't know if they do samples or whether they offer samples, but this would definitely be something that I would get a sample for before I even consider buying, because that's a hell of a lot of money to be paying for a foundation. It sounds nice, but I don't think it's worth $88. I feel like Tom Ford, you're paying for the name, you're paying for the packaging with a lot of it. I don't know whether it's really worth the prices that he asks. L'Oreal are coming out with 2 new coconut-themed highlighters, and these have the stupidest name I've ever seen. So we have the Iconic Glow Highlighter Powder, and we also have the Glow Mon Amour Iconic Glow Highlighting Drops. It sounds like there's like a glitch every time I say this. It's a trippy name and I don't like it. So this is supposed to be a soft, creamy powder highlighter to enhance your natural radiance with a prismatic cocoa glow. Its lightweight formula is made with natural ingredients such as coconut extracts and ultra-fine pearls that effortlessly glide onto skin for an ultra-luminous sheen, perfect for summertime. So it sounds nice. I don't know how I feel about this coconut extract. I'm assuming it's probably going to have that coconut scent very similar to the butter bronzer. And if you don't like that, I'm assuming you won't like the scent of this. Then we have the highlighting drops. So these are supposed to be an ultra fine pearls and luminescent pigment, blend and melt effortlessly into the skin, infused once again with coconut extract, and creates a delicate radiance for healthy and luminous sheen that complements all skin tones. Once again, it's not going to work on all skin tones. I really don't like it when brands say it complements all skin tones when you only come out with one shade. Something that works on my skin tone is not going to work on someone that has the deepest of deep skin tones. Like, I'm almost translucent. It's not going to work on somebody that has super deep dark skin tone. And I just hate it when brands make that claim because it just doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. Available now in some countries. What countries? We don't know. Probably not Australia. Probably Australia sometime next year. Or at least maybe summer, because they are saying that this is perfect for the summertime. Imagine if they are going to bring this to Australia, it probably won't be until maybe December, January time. And no idea on prices. But it'll probably be, I don't know, maybe around the $20 mark, I would guess. I just don't like this name, the Iconic. It just upsets me. It upsets my brain. I feel like I am stuttering every time I say it. It feels like I am having a little bit of a matrix glitch when I'm saying it. I've never tried Tom Ford. Me either. I don't think I'm likely to. Yeah, I've never tried Tom Ford either, just purely because of the price tag, and I just can't justify the price. The eyeshadow quads in Australia are like $120, like even more expensive than Natasha Denona prices, or I guess if you equate it out, it would be even more expensive than Pat McGrath, which is saying something. Like, if I'm not going to buy Pat McGrath, I'm definitely not going to buy Tom Ford. Okay, we have some new products coming out from Pinky Rose, and we haven't really heard all that much from Pinky Rose. They did release that trio of palettes, I think not last year, the year before, and I was like dying to get my hands on those palettes. I never got around to it. And then earlier this year, they've come out with, I think, 2 other palettes that I don't think did very well. But they are now coming out with the Pump Up That Base collection. And this is a versatile base stick. So these can be used to intensify an eyeshadow, or can be used on lips, eyes, and even lashes. So they are $10 US each. They are already available. And they come in quite a range of colors. Now, I'm not quite sure whether, I'm not quite understanding what the purpose of these are. To me, they seem like almost like a stick version of the, the P. Louise base, but probably like not as thick and as intense as that formula. But it doesn't say whether you can actually use these or whether they recommend using these as like a standalone eyeshadow. And if you can't, I think that that's kind of a bit stupid. Like, I think that you could definitely use these under an eyeshadow to intensify them. Obviously, like if you're using the white and you're layering a color over the top, like a yellow or something like that, is going to make that color really pop. But if you can't use them on, sorry, I have the hiccups. If you can't use them on their own as like a standalone eyeshadow, I don't know. I think that's a little bit crappy. I think that they'd be really nice. I know a lot of people love stick like eyeshadows like this, that they just make it a lot easier to swipe on and go. But if it's more of a, what's the word? Oh, more of an eyeshadow primer, which seems to be how they're advertising it. I don't know whether it really serves a purpose in my opinion. I know there's people that love products like this. Like there's people that have the entire range of the P. Louise bases in like every different color and use them as eyeshadow bases for so many different things. But I don't have the room in my personal makeup collection. I don't have the room in my makeup kit or anywhere for like a huge range of like eyeshadow based products. When I'm just going to layer eyeshadows over the top, I don't have room for products like that. When I can just get one product that kind of does it all for me. Neither way too steep for me price wise. Yeah, Tom Ford is so expensive. It's probably even more expensive in New Zealand than it is in Australia as well. Oh, Stevie has joined us. Good morning to you, beautiful. So glad you could make it. You haven't missed much. We've only talked about a few things so far. Okay, some new products from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I can almost guarantee right now that these are probably not going to be available in Australia because e.l.f. when it comes to stocking in Australia is shocking. So these are the new Ride or Die lip balms. So these are an intense lip balm treatment that give you the ultimate hydrated and plumped lips. So it's 100% vegan and cruelty-free. Infused with rose oil and collagen. Repairs dry lips, adds a sheer wash of color. So we have 3 colors here. They are going to be $5 US. If these are actually good, then I wouldn't mind giving them a try. And if I could get my hands on them, because I really like thicker, more intense, like heavy lip balms for nighttime. So I like every night when I go to bed, I will put like a lip treatment on my lips. And when I do that, it kind of saves me having to put a lot of lip balm on during the day. I just find that's the best way that my lips kind of respond to hydration is if I do like a overnight lip treatment. So if these were similar to the ones that I like already and the ones that I'm already using at the reduced price of like almost 10 Australian dollars, I would definitely switch over to these because I'd be saving a hell of a lot of money. The ones that I'm using at the moment, I think are like $25, $30. Granted, they last me ages, but if I could get the same amount of time out of these for like half the price, I would definitely switch over. And I would probably just go with, even though maybe this one or this one. I don't really like putting minty lip balms on overnight, so I probably would go for one of the colored ones just to like avoid the mint. I probably wouldn't wear these throughout the day, particularly because I don't really like tubes like this throughout the day. When I'm applying lip balm throughout the day, when I do apply lip balm, I like a twist up like stick product or like the ones that have like the little lip spout on them, because I don't like using my fingers. I don't like putting my fingers in a pot. I don't like wiping a bit off and then applying it on my lips, especially at the moment. Like I just don't like sticking my fingers in pots or products or anything like that while I'm out and about when I'm not near anywhere to be able to wash my hands properly. I just don't like it. So this would definitely be an at-home product for me if I did get it. I would prefer like those lip applicator spouts on it or it in a stick if I am going to put it in my handbag. Okay. We have a new range from Pixie, and I am actually kind of interested in this Pixie range. Stevie says, if these are anything like fresh, I'm keen to try. Yeah, they sound really good. And for the price, because I know the fresh ones can be quite expensive, if the e.l.f. ones are good, we'll be saving so much money. So this is a new range from Pixie, and this is the Clarity range. So this is enriched with a trio of salicylic, lactic, and glycolic acids. They work in synergy to clarify, purify, and balance the skin for a clearer, healthier complexion. So my skin responds really well to all three of these acids. I've always found that it just works. Like my skin responds really well to salicylic when it's like clogged up, and both lactic and glycolic for kind of exfoliating kind of step. My skin's always responded really well to them. So I am really interested in trying probably the toner and maybe even the clarity concentrate. Excuse me. And they are pretty reasonably priced, and you can get Pixie from a few different places in Australia. So I am going to keep my eye out for these because, yeah, I think I'm going to pick up the toner at least to give it a try. Eden, I want to try this toner. You and me both. You and me both. How much is it? 30 mils is that, yeah, 30 mils is $15 US, and 250 mils is $29 US. So it's pretty reasonably priced. The Pixie products I've tried in the past, I really enjoy. Yeah, I've tried a few. Maybe I've only tried one of their products. I've tried the Pixie Glow Tonic, and I really enjoy that product. It's quite similar to the, what is it? I found it quite comparable to the, I think it's the Alpha H Liquid Gold. So if you are like on a budget, the Pixie Glow Tonic is obviously like half the price of the Alpha H Liquid Gold. But if you want something that's more like higher end, more prestige ingredients, I guess, and more like science-backed, the Alpha H is, yeah. Oh my gosh, so many of you are using it at the moment. Stevie, I'm using the Glow Tonic at the moment, and Eden is also currently using the Glow Tonic. Do you both like the Glow Tonic? Because I've always enjoyed the Glow Tonic whenever I've used it and had it in my collection. I found it quite similar to the, what are they called? Those First Aid Beauty exfoliating pads as well. The ones that you get in the pot with all the pads, and you guys know how much I don't like products like that because of just the sheer waste. At least with the Glow Tonic, you can apply it with your hands if you want, or you can get some reusable cotton rounds and apply it that way. Shop Violet Voss, Violet Voss are coming out with a new eyeshadow palette, and this is the Sakura eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. So this is based off like cherry blossom season in Japan. So lots of pinky tones in here, spring type vibe. Anything interesting about it? Long-lasting professional formulas, finishes that range from buttery smooth mattes to impactful foils. Okay. I'm just going to jump on over to the, I'm liking it and it doesn't burn my face, which is a bonus. You make a really good point, Stevie. That is one thing that I did notice with the liquid gold, because it's like a higher concentrate. It can give you that burn feeling on your face, whereas the Pixie Glow Tonic is not as intense. So if you do have sensitive skin, that's a better way to go. Is that? That's weird. I'm just trying to find some swatches of this palette and I'm getting distracted by my laptop. I've never noticed this before. I've got like two screens in front of me. One's my laptop and one's like an external screen that makes everything bigger for me. But my laptop, when I'm looking at it right in the center, it's an apple. I can see the apple shining through the screen, which I don't think is supposed to happen. Maybe my laptop's on the way out. Okay, I'm trying to find swatches of this palette, but I cannot find any. But it is very pinky toned, and I'm not a big pinky tone fan, so I would definitely give this one a miss. And I don't think that this is anything revolutionary or new on the market. I think it's a bit like ho-hum. If you like the Violet Voss formula and you like these colors, then I guess it would be a good one for you to add to your collection. But for me, like, there's too many pinks in it for my liking, and I don't think I would get much use out of it. So I will be skipping over this one. That is so strange. Okay. It's pretty, but I think I have enough. Yeah. I think the problem is it's nothing special, and it's coming out onto or into a very saturated market. So it has to be something a bit different for it to get a lot of attention and get a lot of sales. Okay. We have a bit of a closer look into some of the products that are coming out in the Teyana Taylor collection. This is in collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. So we have a number of lipsticks, 4 lipsticks to be exact. We have 4 lip glosses. We have 4 lip pencils and a mineralized skin finish in House of Petunia, a gold with bronze flecks. So that's this one in the middle here. Let's see if we can figure out which lipstick is which. I got a matte cocoa brown nude. I think that is this one here. Okay, we don't have all of them in the picture. Then we have a matte rosy pink, which I think is the one that's not in the picture. That could be that one. I think that's that one. Then we have a matte bright candy apple red, which sounds amazing. This one here. And then we have a frosted mid-tone purple with blue and purple reflect. I don't think that would really suit me, but this kind of color on deeper skin tone I think would look really pretty. Then for the lip glosses, we have a sheer nude with bronze and gold pearl, this one here. Then we have, actually maybe it's that one. Then we have a nudie pink with pearl, a candy apple red with slight pearl, and a light lavender with pearl. Interesting colors in the lip glosses. And then for the pencils, we have intense blackish purple. That sounds really good. And then we have a mocha mid-tone brown, a blackened plum, and an intense brown. This intense blackish purple and the blackened plum in the lip pencils sounds really good. Like kind of unique-ish colors. I think MAC have lipsticks very similar to this, but I don't know whether they have matching lip pencils. So I think that these might be almost kind of newish colors to their range. I want to know if we have any more pictures. Coming on the 14th of July, which is, I think not this week coming, but the week after. Do we have any more pictures of the collection? No. That's annoying. I want to see more pictures. Oh, that's super annoying. MAC's really, really bad with photos of their stuff. Maybe there's some stuff on Teyana's page about it. No? Okay. Radio. We're destined to not see more stuff. I don't know whether this collection will sell out really quickly, but if those lip pencils, the 2 colors, the darker colors, go on sale or anything like that, I would definitely be interested in getting them. Okay, we've already kind of spoken about these, but these are the full range now of the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer sticks. So this is in like a stick form. We have bronze light right through to bronze deep dark. How many are there? Only, I think there's 8 shades, 6 shades. 6 shades, but I'm not sure if that includes the color that Kendall, was it Kendall? I'm not sure if this includes the color that Kendall came out with or if this is in addition to the color that Kendall came out with. So here's some swatches. I'm not going to buy these. I think that these look very similar to, like, almost identical to the ones that Colourpop have come out with, except instead of, I think theirs is in a red tube, this is in a white tube, and instead of Colourpop being written on it, this has Kylie written on it. So I'm not really interested, and I couldn't be bothered trying to order some stuff from overseas at the moment, and I couldn't be bothered trying to order stuff from Kylie Cosmetics. So I'm going to pass over these, but it's good to see a fairly decent shade range in colors here. We've got some different undertones. Yeah, not much more I can say about it. Another collection or another palette coming out from Urban Decay, and I don't know, I feel like, let me just check the comments on this. When is this coming out? Coming soon. So people dragged, like literally dragged Norvina through the mud, through the dust, through the dirt for releasing palettes like one after each other, like in the space of a really short period of time. Urban Decay have literally only just come out with the, what is it, the ultraviolet palette. Like it's only just been released in Australia just this past week. And now that they are releasing another palette, I don't see any comments on this thread about Urban Decay releasing too many palettes at once, that they need to calm down, that, you know, they don't, you know, everything that people were saying about the Norvina palettes. Urban Decay are essentially doing the same thing. Like they have just come out with a palette and now they're coming out with another palette, but no one seems to be bashing them for releasing two palettes really close together. I don't know. I just wish people in the community would, you know, keep the same energy for brands. Good news, Wayne Goss lip products arrived. Yay! Finally. Have you had a chance to try them? That's the main question. And what do you think of them? Oh no, Urban Decay, that's too glittery for me. I like the look of the Urban Decay palette. They are saying there isn't enough mattes, but it's got the shades you would need for eye look. Looks pretty though. Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you there. I just want to see if we have swatches, because I want to know what those shadows look like. These look like pressed glitters. So I'm not quite sure whether upcoming palette from Urban Decay has been spotted online. I wonder if they mean like online on their website. Urban Decay. What is it? Stoned Vibes. I don't like the semi drug themed palette. People, no, people have not got it. I just thought people had already got it there for a second. I'm trying to see if I can find swatches, but I can't seem to find any. Oh well, we might have to wait to see swatches on this one. Stevie says, I haven't been able to find swatches. If they are proper glitter, I won't be getting it. Yeah, we might have to wait until maybe like next week or something before we see swatches, but they do look quite chunky in the photos, but I'm not quite sure what they are, like what formula they're going to be, because it doesn't say in the blurb or on their Instagram anywhere about the actual formula. So we'll have to stay tuned for that one, unfortunately. Yes, they arrived on Wednesday. I've tried them, loving them so far. Just sorry, I only ordered one of the other shades. Very comfortable. That's good to know. I'm very happy that you're happy with them after waiting so long. I'm so glad they finally arrived. Okay. So this is a new lash that's come out from Boca Beauty, and Boca Beauty is owned by Jacob from, I think it's, and that's Jacob. What's going on? What's going on? I think let me close this. Are we good? Okay. I think the chat froze there for a second. And I think now it's really blurry. Oh, gosh. What's going on? My internet must be a bit slow today. Is it coming through really blurry for you guys, or can you see the picture clearly? I'm not quite sure what's going on. It seems to be struggling a little bit. It's good for you? It's fine? Okay. It must just be my computer then. Because for me, it's like almost frozen, but that's all right. Okay, so this is, as long as it's fine for you guys, this is a new lash that's come out from Bouquet Beauty, owned by Jacob from, I think his channel is, and that's Jacob, or that's Jacob, something like that. So this is the Gabrielle lash that is added to the boys collection. So this lash was carefully designed for those who have short lashes or don't have many lashes due to issues such as alopecia, etc. Gabrielle is also perfectly suitable for somebody who wants to learn how to master the application of false lashes. With the super thin, comfy cotton flex band, this ensures all day wear won't leave your eyes irritated. I think that this is awesome that he's actually considered like designing a lash specifically for someone that has shorter lashes or has some kind of like lash issues. I think that's really cool. These are only 12 Australian dollars, and if you use the girls code, so Beauty News 15, you get 15% off site-wide. So that brings it down like even more to what, just over $10 if my maths is correct. So I think that's a really good price, especially for Australia. Like Australia, sometimes lashes, you go to Priceline and you can get like luxury lashes for like $25, $30. These are really reasonably priced. You can reuse them up to 20 times. They're cruelty-free, vegan. I think that if you are looking for lashes in Australia, false lashes, I would definitely look at Bouquet Beauty because they seem to be very good quality and they are very reasonably priced, in my opinion. I personally have never tried them because I have a massive stash of lashes that I'm trying to get through and I never wear lashes. So I personally have never tried them, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, they seem to be really good quality for the price anyway. I think okay. Next, we have a new collection from Wet n Wild. So this is the Sario, My Melody, and Kuromi collection. So this is a collaboration. We have a bunch of stuff. So there's an eyeshadow palette, 2 shadow palettes, a blush lighter palette. We have 2 liquid matte lip products. We have 2 lip glosses. We have a dual-ended eyeshadow brush, a dual-ended face brush, a cosmetic bag, and you can get the whole collection together. So let's unpack this. First of all, I want to say these dual-ended brushes, I hate dual-ended brushes because one side of the brush is, like, I like to stand my brushes up in cups. So one side of the brush is always getting smushed, and I hate like mistreating my brushes like that. So I am not a fan of dual-sided brushes. Can't stand them. The eyeshadow palettes are just not for me. This one's a little bit too dark for my liking, and this one is too pink. I will say that this like blush palette I really like. I think this blush palette looks really nice. And then the lip products, I can take or leave. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on all that. I don't think that this will come to Australia because the like limited edition Wet n Wild collections hardly ever come to Australia, which, yeah, it's annoying, but I can take or leave this whole collection. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys. Nay. Oh, hello, Nay. Welcome. I think with Norvina, the first one was billed as Ultimate Palette that covered the rainbow and was expensive. Then she released 2 more of the same very quickly. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Urban Decay get away with it because they are very different releases, not necessarily targeting the same audience. You make a good point. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, good point. Eden, I got my hair cut just above my shoulders on Friday, and because it was almost at my waist prior, I'm able to donate my hair to alopecia. Oh, that's so cool. I cut mine off in February and donated to. Oh, that's so cool. You guys are great. I didn't know because I chopped my hair off. My hair was like, I want to say like almost down to my hips when I got married, and then not long after I completely chopped it off. But because I treat my hair, like I color it all the time, I didn't think I could donate it, but I think nowadays they do let you donate treated hair for certain things. But yeah, I would have loved to have donated it if I could, but I don't think you would be able to do much with my hair anyway because it's a mess. I hadn't cut my hair for nearly 8 years. I'm missing it. Oh, wow. That's a long time to not cut your hair. I cut my hair like every 10 weeks now. And it varies all the time how I cut my hair, but I'm always cutting it. I always sit in the chair. I like on the build up to my hairdresser's appointment. I'm like, no, I'm going to leave it this time. I want to grow it long. And then I sit down in my hairdresser's chair and I'm like, just cut it. It's fine. There's one place in Australia that accepts it as long as it's a good amount of healthy hair. Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. I would actually really love to shave my hair off one day. I don't really, like, I've just always thought about it. Like, I'm too scared to shave it, but I would love to shave my hair off one day. I don't color my hair, which is why I was able to. Yeah, there's so many places that will take your hair if you don't treat it, but I think I would have to leave my hair for a very long time before it got back to like my natural hair. Because I've been dyeing my hair for probably like 10 years now, maybe longer. Like, I don't even know what my natural hair color is anymore. I've been dyeing it that much. Someone asked on one of my videos recently and they said, what's your natural hair color? And I was like, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Some new products coming out from Laneige. This is the Cream Skin Milk Oil Cleanser and this Cream Skin Mist. So the Cream Skin Milk Oil Cleanser combines a cleansing oil and a cleansing milk to help dissolve oil-based impurities and visibly purify the skin at the same time. Formulated with amino acid-rich white tea leaf water, this cleanser helps to strengthen the skin's moisture barrier so skin stays hydrated after cleansing. This actually sounds really nice. $34 US though, so it's going to be pretty expensive in Australia, but I really like the sound of it. The Cream Skin Mist is a refreshing fine mist that delivers intense, long-lasting hydration for up to 12 hours. Lightweight formula enriched with amino acids from white tea leaf again, or white tea leaf water. So basically white tea leaf tea. I don't know why they keep saying white tea leaf water, but anyway, someone's put some white tea leaves in some water, let it steep, and they've thrown it in the cleanser. Moisture barrier, strengthens the moisture barrier and is perfect for keeping skin hydrated on the go. Super fine mist delivers an even natural looking glow to makeup wearers and non-makeup wearers alike. So it's kind of like a hydrating mist. They both sound really nice actually, but in Australian dollars, they're going to be quite expensive for what they are, when it just sounds like someone poured their leftover white tea water into the cleanser. My natural is going a bit too grey for my liking. You should dye your hair grey. So then you don't have to deal with dyeing it all the time and your hair will just like all be grey. I've been color treating it now for many years. Yeah, I've been my natural hair color. I've colored my hair since I was 15. Natural hair color is nearly black. Much prefer the red. Yeah, I think my natural color is like when I was in like primary school, it was like a strawberry blonde, but then it went darker. Like it's like a really kind of almost mousy brunette color. I don't like it. I prefer it to be darker. Yeah, I love that all over gray color. I think it's beautiful. Okay, trend mood. Give me another 10 years, then I might decide to go all gray. Do it. I think it's beautiful. I know there's lots of like societal stigma around having gray hair, but I think that all over gray color, I think it's absolutely beautiful. Alrighty. Where did we get up to last week? Okay, we've spoken about all that. Here's some more details about the MAC Cosmetics and Teyana Taylor collection. We have better photos of all of the products. And do we have swatches or just... I love this photo. This is everything. These massive bracelets, that's so cool. No swatches, but we do have better photos of like all the lip products. I would like to see some swatches. I'm 27 and got quite a few grey hairs at the front of head. My dad had a cardiac arrest 1.5 years ago, and that's when it started. That'll do it. Yeah, stress on the body will definitely give you grey hairs. I hope your dad's all right. All right. Gucci. Okay, so new collection from Gucci. We have some bronzers. We have some lip products. So these bronzers are $62. $62. That's a lot expensive. That's a lot of money for a bronzer. And then we have some lipsticks, or just one lipstick. I will say the packaging is beautiful. I can leave this, but the packaging on the lipstick is beautiful, stunning. Not much to say about it. So the bronzer is supposed to be a luminous finish and natural glow, soft and silky texture, smoothing imperfections, blendable, buildable, breathable formula. $62 is a lot of money to pay for a bronzer, and you get one of these stupid little brushes with it. I would rather them cut the price by $10 and get rid of the brush. That's stupid I hate, like, I don't know what it is with higher end brands, and they always include these stupid little brushes or sponge tip applicators, those little eye brushes. Yeah. And then the lipstick. The lipstick is beautiful. I'm just going to say right now, the lipstick is beautiful. The packaging, the color, it looks stunning. It looks stunning. If I had to spare whatever this is going to be in Australian dollars, I would be very tempted. But I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a lipstick. But this is gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but it is gorgeous. I love this kind of like tealy color. It just looks beautiful. Bronzers. Yeah. They've got this very like Tiffany blue color as well on the packaging. There's only 6 shades in the bronzer. It doesn't go very deep. And then there's only 1 color in the lipstick. I don't know why they've only brought out 1 color, but whatever. He's in a rest home now. He survived, but has hypoxic brain damage. Was only, oh my gosh, that's way too young. That's way too young. New products coming out from Jouer. This is just a sneak peek, but it looks like it might be split pan, like compacts. So I guess we'll wait to see what that is, more details when they announce it. Lancome, I believe this is Lancome. Yeah, Lancome are coming out with a lash serum. So this is a 4-week treatment. Serum helps repair hair fibers for lashes that appear denser, thicker, and stronger. They selected 4 most concentrated amino acids found naturally in the eyelashes to formulate an ultra-fortifying treatment. Powerful new eyelash conditioner also contains whatever that is. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Hyaluronic acid and rose stem cells. An ultra-fortifying, protective, revitalizing, and nourishing formula to strengthen the lashes in 4 weeks. That's a lot of words in there. I'm almost tempted to give this a try over 4 weeks and see if it actually works. I know a lot of people, things like this you need to be careful with, because I know a lot of people have tried products like this and they have seen, or they have gotten a lot of eye irritation. So you need to be really careful with products like this, because like I've heard many people say that they've used these kind of lash conditioner type products and then they've gotten a lot of eye sensitivity and eye irritations. So if you have ever gotten that from one that you've tried previously, I would probably avoid these kind of products just because generally they have a lot of similar ingredients across them. I wonder if this, I don't know how much this is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be very expensive for Lancome. I don't know if it's going to be available in Australia, but I am kind of tempted to give this a try and see if it actually does improve my lashes in 4 weeks. In saying that though, I don't really have a problem with my lashes, but when it has claims like this that I'm going to see results in just 4 weeks, I'm always tempted to put it to the test. The pony one is supposed to be good. Oh, okay. I didn't know pony had one. Interesting. What else have we got? We've spoken about that. What is this? Okay, we've got some new products from that. We've got some new products from the Sephora collection. Now, these are pumpkin-infused brush sets, pumpkin-infused sponges, Lip Stories lip balm, lip-lasting matte lipstick, clean, cleansing, and gentle exfoliating wipes, and the S-Clean Break Apart brush set. What? Mini brushes made with synthetic vegan bristles and pumpkin powder to help lock in moisture to keep your skin with a visible glow. What? What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. Why do you want your brushes to already come with powder on them? I don't understand. What's the point of them if they're already coming with product on them? And how are you going to keep it sanitary if it already comes with, like, I don't know how this would I don't know how this is designed, but for me, it just screams like not able to make sanitary because it's already got stuff like caked onto the brush. And then we have pumpkin infused sponge set, short sponge and tall sponge. And I'm assuming it has this same pumpkin powder to lock in moisture. I'm very confused. I don't know how this is a thing. I don't know why this is a thing. I think it's stupid. I don't know how it works. I just think it is ridiculous. And then we have, this is the break apart brush set. Okay, so these have caps that come off. Interesting. And then we have the wipes. You guys know how I feel about wipes. I think that they are really unnecessary. I think that they are really wasteful. And I think there's a lot of other ways that you can take your makeup off without using wipes. Plus, these have watermelon in them, and that is disgusting. We probably won't get them in Australia. Yeah, we never get this kind of Sephora collection stuff, but it's stupid anyway, so we don't need it in Australia. That's weird. Pumpkin infused sponges. Yeah, I don't understand how it works, especially when it says it's a powder, like it's a pumpkin powder. It's so weird. It's so weird. It just doesn't make any sense. I wonder if these are already on the website. Actually, I'm just going to pull up the Sephora.com and see if we can find these to see if we can actually make more sense of what the hell is going on with this weird sponge thing. I wonder if hopefully it's already on the website. I just wish we got the Sephora Pro stuff. Yeah, some of their higher end stuff is quite good from what I've heard. Click here to go to. I just want to view it. Okay, are you going to work for me now? Pumpkin sponge. Pumpkin infused brush set. That's what we want. Okay. I love how it says. It gets worse. So the website here says these mini brushes are made with synthetic vegan bristles and pumpkin powder believed to help lock in moisture. So they don't even know if it's actually going to work. They just think it's going to work. These products come in recyclable packaging. Thank God for that. This is so stupid. It doesn't even... Okay. Is there any reviews? Okay. Let's see what it says about the sponges. Set of 2 pumpkin infused sponges to add some spice to your makeup routine this fall. So you can drink your pumpkin latte and you can put your pumpkin latte on your face. The rounded edges of these sponges seamlessly blend makeup into skin. Use a large sponge for all-over application. Smaller sponge fits perfectly around the contours of the face for easy, so normal sponge. They are infused with pumpkin powder, believed to help lock in moisture. So they don't even know if it's going to work. They're just speculating. They're just throwing in the pumpkin powder just to make it sound like a fancy, what's the word? A fancy, trendy product, and they don't even know if it's going to work. They haven't even researched whether it's going to work. They just, pumpkin sounds good. It's fall. Let's combine the two. Like, stupid. So stupid. Enough about pumpkin. And I don't want to put pumpkin latte on my face or pumpkin on my face. It can stay in my cup. I mean, I love sponges and I love orange, so I'd probably get these just for the sake of it, but I doubt that it will do what they are saying. Yeah, and I'm with you, Stevie. I probably would pick these up just to see what the hell they are talking about. And I think that they'll probably sell a lot of these just because people are curious and they want to see what the hell they are talking about, but I don't think it's actually going to do anything. And I think that Sephora knows that because they haven't actually claimed that it's going to keep hydrating your skin. They just say that we think it might, but we're not quite sure. So, okay, a new setting spray from e.l.f. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Very long name. This is infused with skin-loving ingredients, cucumber fruit extract, aloe and green tea leaf extract, to help hydrate and soothe the skin. Features a new microfine mister for ultimate coverage. I would almost be tempted just to get one of these so I can get the mister because it actually looks really good. And just pour other setting sprays into it. Any setting sprays that are like aggressive, if this stays really nice, I would be tempted just to get it for the bottle. I know that's really stupid, but some setting sprays that I have in my collection are terrible. And if I had like a good bottle to tip them into, that'd be a winner. So it says that it's supposed to lock in makeup for up to 16 hours and it's only $10 US, which means it'll be like 15 Australian dollars. I think that this might potentially come to maybe Priceline because e.l.f. have some of their skincare and kind of spray stuff at Priceline. And I'm wondering whether this product might fall into that category. I'm not quite sure because when I was in the Priceline in Brisbane City the other day, they had a really small e.l.f. collection and they had a few bits and pieces of their like skincare stuff. There seemed to be some like setting sprays, but there was no makeup, like absolutely no makeup. So I'm wondering whether it might possibly come to Priceline considering what they stock already. I'm not quite sure though. But if it does come to Priceline, I'd be open to giving it a try. Definitely. e.l.f. at the moment are kind of driving me a little bit bananas because I would like to try more of their makeup, like especially their newer stuff that they've come out with, but there's nowhere really in Australia to get it. I think you can get it from their website, but there's nowhere like in store that you can test it out. And Priceline have this weird capsule collection from e.l.f., but no makeup. Like it seems to be really weird bits and pieces from the e.l.f. range. And then there's Kmart, which only have the core collection of the range, like the makeup range, which is really annoying because Kmart have no testers. Not that I would really trust testers from Kmart at the moment anyway, but you know what I mean. Okay. I think we got up to, I don't think we spoke about this one last week, but this is the Miali Beauty. This is the Ayubia palette. So Miali was the brand Blush Tribe and they had to change their name. There's lots of speculations about why they've had to change their name. I don't think there's actually been anything released by the brand owner, but people seem to think that they may potentially have been some kind of suit over the price of the name itself, like the actual brand name from someone. So I'm not quite sure what the go is because the brand hasn't said anything, but there are speculations that there may have been like a lawsuit over the name. Other people are saying lots of different things. But anyway, they are pretty much the same brand, but just a different name. These are very Blush Tribe-esque palettes. So not much has changed except pretty much purely the name. So I don't know. Finally got my hands on 2 bite-sized e.l.f. palettes, just waiting for them to be delivered. Interested to know what you think of them. Who was it that I saw? I saw someone did a review on like all of them, and I can't remember who it was. I think Alex from One Beauty Addict. I think she did a few. I think she brought a few of them, or maybe 1 or 2 of them. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Mel Thompson. I can't remember. There was someone that I saw on YouTube, and they did like a review of the whole range of them. Where did you get your bite-sized palettes from, Eden? Was it the e.l.f. website? A new palette from Drench Cosmetics. This is the Cosmic Oasis palette. These two look the same, and these two look pretty much the same. I don't really like this. This to me does not seem Cosmic Oasis. For me, I think when I think Cosmic Oasis, I think like lots of duochrome, like multi-chrome colors. I don't see this. I see almost like kind of Milky Way type colors, not this. This does not scream Cosmic Oasis to me. They're on the e.l.f. website. I've seen them a few weeks ago, but I'm not keen on ordering off a new site. Okay, e.l.f. Australia. Okay, I'm going to have to check them out. Not that I need to stop buying. We have a new palette coming out from Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and this is a new highlighter palette. This is the Sunset Glow highlighters. Actually, I think these are individual. Yeah, these are individual. So we have 4 new shades by the looks of it here. This is a very bad photo. These look really pretty. This one, I think for me, will come up to ashy on my skin. Like it would look really shadowy. And then this one is like a peachy, pinky color. I'm getting kind of NARS Orgasm vibes from it. And then this one is too dark for my skin. I think I don't think that any of these really would suit my skin tone. I think that'd be too much. I think that you need more of a very tan skin tone for these. If you don't have any issues ordering from them, I may need to buy the bullet. I don't need any more encouragement to buy them, but I am really tempted to try those mini palettes. Another new shade from Divina Cosmetics. This is a new Galaxy Dust shadow in the shade Tucana. And this is very pretty. Very, very pretty. So pretty. Very tempted. Actually, the one brand that I think I might order from soon, we'll get to it. I mean, yeah, I know what you meant, Stevie. But I am still very tempted to try some of those e.l.f. palettes. How much? I wonder how much they are. They were only $3 US, weren't they? I wonder how much they are in Australian dollars. I've never really tried much from e.l.f. as well because it hasn't been the easiest to get in Australia. So I've never really, I've never really tried that much from them. Okay, so the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes are seven Australian dollars, which is really cheap. Really cheap compared to other things that you can get in Australia. $7. I would probably pick up the Sephora brushes if they were on sale. Yes. If they were on sale, if those pumpkin brushes were on sale, nay, I would pick them up too. I definitely would. Just for the hell of it. So this is a new range from Terra Moon Cosmetics, and these are matte shadows, and some of these are black light or UV activated. Actually, I think most of them are. Some of them don't shine or show up as much as others. That's pretty standard with UV because, you know, some just react better with the light than others. But these look really nice. Even in the swatches, they look really nice. These ones down here, these like reddy tones, when they're under the black light, they pretty much look exactly the same. But some of them look really nice. I will say this is kind of, I know that these are UV, but taking the UV away, this is kind of what I expected from those new shadows from Makeup Geek. But like, if these were in a pastel version, that's kind of what I expected from those new shadows from Makeup Geek. But the ones from Makeup Geek just look very like bleh. Like they are very boring, very muted. That's these ones here. Very muted, like not exciting colors, in my opinion. That's the swatches there of the Makeup Geek ones, these ones here. Yeah, very muted, like not very interesting colors, not much color payoff. They look super chalky. These ones here, that's kind of what I would have liked to see the Makeup Geek ones look like. Now, a brand that I'm thinking of making some orders from coming up is Sydney Grace Cosmetics. Now, Sydney Grace Cosmetics last year did a Christmas in July sale, and they were so good. They were so good, the sales. I didn't actually end up buying anything in the sale, but they had the best sales last year. So I think that I'm going to maybe pick some stuff up from Sydney Grace this year in the sales. They have lots of bundles and buy one, get one frees and lots and lots of different sales. And I think it's like daily for a week, the different sales. So depending on like how much it works out to be. And I think the way that they do it, or they did it last year, you could message the brand to like put your order on hold if you were going to buy multiple things, and they would ship it. I think that's what they did last year. I can't quite remember, but they release or they announce what they're going to have on sale on their Instagram page. So if you are wanting to try anything from Sydney Grace, I would recommend following their Instagram page, and they'll have all the details on their website. But they had some really good sales last year. So I'm keen, and I kind of really like this palette. There's a few colors in here that I really like, but I would prefer to try other stuff from their range over this palette. But if, say, for example, I got this palette for free because they did do that last year, I think they had a spend over $50 and get one of their eyeshadow bundles for free. So if they did that again with this palette this year, then I may end up getting it. I don't know. But I am going to keep an eye on it. And if I have spare money, or if I haven't blown my budget yet, by the time that the sale starts, I might make some purchases. Maybe. Okay, this is a new palette from, is that Ouija or Cosmetics? This is the Ouija palette. This does not sing to me at all. This does not interest me at all. Not my kind of colors. It's not interesting me at all. Another new shade from Teyana Cosmetics. This is 3 new single shadows from the Sugar Drop collection. So we have this one here, Centuris Tucana, which is the one we just spoke about. And I think we spoke about Moonlit last week. So we'll just talk about this one here because I don't think we've seen this one yet. This is like a gold color. Looks like it's got some kind of greeny, bronzy reflex in there. Looks really nice. This whole collection, this Sugar Drops collection, from what I've seen, looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful. And this, oh my God, actually, let's talk about this first. Okay, we have 2 new palettes, additional palettes from Sydney Grace. These are the new Summer Days palette. Looks like it's in a Are they the same or are they different? Okay, so it looks like it's the same palette, but once again, they've come out with a lighter and a deeper version, and I really like how Sydney Grace have started doing this. They did this with their, what was it? Their, I can't remember what it was called. It was a palette that came in the tin last year. They had a lighter and a deeper version, and they switch out the matte colors for like lighter tones if you have lighter skin tone, and deeper colors for transition colors if you have a deeper skin tone. Makes a lot of sense, like makes so much sense doing that. And I think that it is, I think it's a really good idea. No swatches as yet of this palette. Did we see swatches? No, we didn't see swatches. Yeah, they just look like nude kind of palettes, but they're like deeper nudes. So yeah. And then these, let's talk about these finally. These are the Ritual Defy Chimera Metamorphic Highlighter. This is in this color here, available now for $32, donating 100% of the profits of the highlighter to organizations advancing the ideals of liberty and justice for all by working to end mass incarceration, discriminatory sentences, and wrongful convictions. This is a beautiful color. Look at this color on both of these skin tones, like this deeper skin tone and this lighter skin tone. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I think if you layered these together, oh, that would look so good. That would look so good. If you like mix these together, not mix them together, but kind of like layer them over the top of each other, oh, the skin would look so good. I want that Sydney Grace tin palette. Yeah, it was a really pretty palette. Sydney Grace's can be quite expensive for shipping to Australia, but if you like kind of do a big-ish order, it doesn't work out to be too expensive, but it's based on weight, I think, still, so it can end up being quite expensive. Ritual Defy in Australia is really expensive. You can get them from Mecca, but they are really quite expensive for what you get. This is like a cream type product. Most of the Ritual Defy products are a cream formula, but their products look beautiful, like absolutely stunning. Alrighty, okay. That is, I think, it for this week. Let me just jump back to beauty news, because there's always, okay, we're in the clear this week. There's always usually something that comes out, you know, while I'm talking, but it hasn't happened this week. And as much as I don't like doing this, I'm going to pop you on the bigger screen so I can see all your comments a bit easier. So that is all the chit chat about the makeup. Now is catch-up time. This is like the best part of the week, when we get to finish our coffees off and have a good chat about the week. And I will say, I haven't really advertised this like massively, but some of you may see, if you're on mobile, it will be like just down below. If you're on desktop, it is also kind of just down below, but a little bit to the side. But I actually have a membership option now. Absolutely no pressure to join, but if you do want to join, the option is there. I do have a couple of different membership levels. So if you do want to get like extra videos or extra features, the option is there. Like I said, absolutely no pressure to join at all. Just if you want to support like my channel, or if you want any extra content from me, then you can join and get extra content. The option is there. I just thought that I would, you know, let you guys know. And if you do want to support my channel, if you want to know ways to support my channel, then that option is there. There is also the option for Super Chat, Once again, no pressure. And then obviously the best way that you guys support me already is by watching my videos. And then if you are ever interested, you can shop my affiliate links, which I do have a few places in my description box that I always have listed there for major retailers in Australia. So if you do shop through them, I do get like a small commission. Just means that, you know, I'm just able to produce more content and like upgrade my filming setup and different things like that. But like I said, absolutely no pressure to do any of the options. Watching my videos is enough because I love doing this. So watching my videos is more than enough. But if you did want to support me more, those options are there. Alrighty. So how have you all been? How have you been this week? This week was interesting for me. I had to go to Brisbane on Saturday. No, not Saturday, Friday. I had to go to Brisbane for work on Friday. I got up at 4 a.m. in the morning, left my work here at 6 a.m. to get to Brisbane in time for like my start of work. And then I didn't get back till, I think it was like 6:30, maybe 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock on Friday. So Friday was like an absolute write-off for me. Did I pick anything up in the Mecca and a financial year sale? My bestie messaged me like the night before and I was like, yes, I'm going to check it out at 7. I think she said it started at 7 a.m. or something. I totally forgot to look at it at 7 a.m. I ended up looking at it as I was like walking into my work at, I think it was 8 or 9. No, 8:30. I was like quickly scrolling through as I was walking into work and everything that I wanted was already sold out. So I didn't buy anything from the Mecca sale. There was a few things, if I could have got my hands on them, like the Hourglass Confession lipstick sets that were like half price. If I could have got them, I would have, but I didn't get there in time. I think a lot of the good stuff's already sold out, which is disappointing. What did I tried to, all the good stuff is gone. Yeah, it was all gone. Massive week, yes. Especially for a Friday. Doing something like that on a Friday just like totally wrecked me. I brought two Too Faced palettes. Which palettes did you pick up? Let us know now which palettes you picked up. I got on at 9:30. Yeah, I think it was like 8 or 8:30 and everything was, all the good stuff was gone. And I was like, well, there goes that idea. At least I get to save my money though. I think, did anyone get anything in the Sephora sale? Bare Minerals translucent powder. It looked like the Hourglass. I brought an Urban Decay eyeliner for daughter and I brought myself the Lancome Monsieur Big palette. I nearly brought the, actually, I think it might still be on there. If you guys are interested, the Bare Minerals Aurora Lights palette is really good. Like, I know it's, was it last year? No, it was the year before. So it is like old stock. It's quite old stock, but my palette is still going strong and I really like that palette. So if you guys are interested, I would recommend that one. All the good stuff goes quickly, and I wonder if some of the stuff that shows a sale they even had stock of when they reduced it. Yeah, that's, I think a lot of it, because the Hourglass Confession lipstick sets were the ones from not last year, but the previous year. So a lot of it was quite old stock anyway. I shopped both Sephora sales. Most of it went really quickly, was missing out as I was putting in my cart when I went to check out. Oh, that's so annoying. I saw that palette and thought of you. Yeah, I saw it on there and I screenshotted it straight away and sent it to my bestie and I was like, you have to buy this palette. I wanted the Hourglass lipsticks too. Yeah, but I think that they were super old stock. So I didn't bother with the Sephora sale. I love the Bare Minerals palettes that you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's one of their best palettes. Like, it was such a good formula. And then the palette they brought out last Christmas, the Christmas just gone, was such a flop compared to the one the year before. But I don't know whether Sephora, I don't know, cleaned out one of their stock rooms or something at one of their stores and found all this stock from 2 years ago. And then they're like, oh, we should probably get rid of this. But most of that stuff was like 18 months old already. Yeah, it would be 18 months, if not longer, depending on when they got the stock in. So most of those Christmas sets and the Bare Minerals, Aurora Lights palette, the Hourglass lipsticks, they would have already been like 18 months old, if not longer. Also wonder why the strict it to online only. Makes me laugh that the Palm Springs palette shows is very limited stock, but Marion had dozens. Yeah, I think my local Mecca actually has quite a few of those Bare Minerals, not the Bare Minerals, the Hourglass lipsticks as well, which is weird. Like, you would think that they would try and get rid of the stock as much as they could because it's getting on in years. Otherwise, if it gets to like the 2-year mark, they're going to have to throw it out. Well, I would assume they would have to throw it out, but maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, I was very tempted by a lot of the end of financial year sales, but instead of spending makeup or spending money on makeup, I was a good wife and I brought my husband birthday presents and spent a lot of money on the I got the White Peach and Natural Luster palette. Oh, okay. I've heard good things about the Natural Luster palette. Yeah, I brought a new TV for my husband because our TV has had like lines, like streaked lines through it for like a good maybe like 2-3 years now. Actually longer than that, maybe 4 years. And I've been like telling him that it's been fine. And he was like, no, we need new TV. So I tried to fix it. I pulled the TV apart. I literally pulled the TV apart myself and tried to fix it. And that didn't work. And then I was like, maybe we can just buy the part that's broken. And apparently they don't make that stock anymore. So I had to bite the bullet and buy my husband a new TV. But expensive, I'll be paying that off for the next 6 months plus. I got the Zoeva Plastia box set, the Opulence palette, Screen Queen palette, the Kat Von D perfume lipstick set, ABH Norvina palette for a friend, Tarte to Go palette, Tarte Clay Play version 2, and Party palette. Wowee! And Busy Gal. That's a decent haul, Stevie. I'm impressed. The Zoeva box set, is that the one that comes with all of their smaller palettes, like all of their, is it 10 pan, 12 pan? Is that the one that comes with all of them? I got the Natural Luster palette too. Majority is for my kit. Yeah, that'll go really well in your kit, all of that. I've heard good things about the Zoeva palettes, but I've never tried them myself, but I've heard good things. The Cocoa Blend, Caramel, and Basic come in the set. Yeah, okay, that's the set I'm thinking of. I've always like kind of, side-eyed that set because it looks good. And I've heard good things about the palettes that come in the set, but I've never actually bought them. I have a couple of Zoeva palettes. I have the Rodeo and Love Story already and depotted it for my kit since I've only swatched them. Good idea. Good idea. How are you going with your course, Stevie? Palettes are my weakness. Yeah, I've actually been really good this year. Normally I go crazy with eyeshadow palettes, but this year I think I've only brought a blush palette. and highlighter palette, but that was for my makeup kit, so it doesn't really count. I don't think I've brought any eyeshadow palettes this year. The eyeshadow palettes that I have gotten have been birthday presents from my husband, so I've been really good with eyeshadow palettes this year. Normally I just go ham. It was half price for the set and the others 30% off, so I thought may as well. Not well, confidence is low, so only done theory so far. Girl, I totally get you when it comes to confidence. But throughout my whole course, my confidence was like a freaking roller coaster. Like, even I've finished my course and I'm still like, I am totally shit at makeup. But like, I look at some of the photos from the photo shoots that I've done and I'm like, no, that actually looks really good. So I don't think that's something that you'll ever get over. It just goes like, you just have to ride the roller coaster. Like, some days you feel so confident in your skills and other days you're just like, I am the worst makeup artist ever. I've gone crazy. I've already gone crazy trying to rein it in for a while. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I blew my June budget in one shop at Mecca last month. So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good and at least wait until like the middle towards the end of the month before I spend my budget. I seem like I know a heap, but I'm actually only fairly new to makeup. Only been in it for the last 3 years, so I don't feel good enough. That's understandable. Like I said, you'll have really good days and you have really bad days. It's just like your confidence with anything. Like, some days you feel like you're the best person at it, and other days you just feel like you're the crappiest. I just all practice, like lots of practice, and you find your groove, you find what you are good at and what you like, and you find your own kind of, what's the word? Like specialty. I'm allowing myself the Urban Decay Ultraviolet and the Natasha Denona Bronze palette, then I'm reining it back. The Natasha Denona Bronze palette actually looks really nice. Like, I'm not going to buy it, but it actually looks quite nice. I want the Urban Decay palette, but I'll have to wait. Best sale, MAC US, where you could get 7 items for $63, including a number of foundations, palettes, skin finishes, brushes, lip sets. I was like this close to buying some of those sets or one of those sets. I don't know if they had a limit on the amount that you could buy, but I did get an email. For the 7 items for $63. I think they even had it on Australian Mac, because I think I only have email notifications on for Mac Australia. So I think they may have had it as well. I feel like it's the perfect neutral palette. Just need her to bring out a lighter silvery type palette and I'll be set. Yeah, it is a really good neutral palette. I like it. It's got a good range of colors. Morphe has 30% off this weekend, but not on collab. I refuse to buy from Morphe. I know I sound like a stubborn old coot when I say that, but I refuse to buy from Morphe. I'm just like, no, I'm not supporting that brand. I really want to try the Jaclyn Hill palette, but not for $59. Yeah, that's a lot of money, especially for Morphe. I love Natasha Denona, very tempted for her bronze palette. Yeah, I've seen lots of people be really interested in it. I think if you want it, wait until the next Sephora sale. Mind you, I was surprised. I think it's only 111 Australian dollars. So I was, not that that's a good price, but I thought that was pretty pretty reasonable for Natasha Denona. Then I ended up with an invite to Estee Lauder corporate store for their sale too. I haven't been to the corporate store in ages. I don't remember the last time I went to the corporate store. I think it's like 2 years ago I went to the corporate store. I'm even considering the Natasha Denona cheek palette, but don't know if it'd be too dark. $111 for the eye palette and $93 for the cheek palette. Is that the 6-pan cheek palette that you're talking about? The one with the 3, is it the 3 creams and the 3 powders? Well, I just had done a Charlotte Tilbury order, free palette in that order. I think I know the offer that you're talking about, Carolyn. I nearly made an order as well. Was it I think it was the little like pinky tone palette that you got for free? 4-pan cheek palette. Yeah. Every time I've gone into Sephora, I've always been tempted to pick up some of the Natasha Denona cheek palettes or face palettes. They look really good. I think I'll buy it off Cult Beauty because it ends up being around $100. That's pretty good. Sephora sells it for $127. Oh my gosh! Definitely go with Cult Beauty then. I'm legit terrified to order overseas except from Tarte and Colourpop. Yeah, I haven't made an overseas order for ages. Darling palette, I think it is 5 pans. Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, I got that. I don't even know where I saw it. I must have been on the Charlotte Tilbury website, and I was like, oh, that's tempting. That's very tempting. She does have pretty good like free offers, and like her little sets that she does, like it does come out to be a pretty good price. Morphe had collab palettes half price last week. Yeah, I think they did. Was it you, Stevie? No, it wasn't. It was someone else, I think, got the palettes for a really good price. Did you know Fresh brought out a Umbrium clay toner? No, that's interesting. What even is that? Let me go have a look. Yeah, I missed out by half an hour on the half price Morphe. Oh, that's so annoying. I want the Charlotte Tilbury new bronzer. Yes, me too, but I am trying to use up other products first before I buy another bronzer. Where did you see this toner? I'm interested. I want to know what it is. I bit the bullet and have the foundation and powder coming in the set. Oh, I really want to try that powder. I've heard such good things. I went uptown, and by the time I got home, the sale had ended. Oh, that's so annoying. Sephora new in stock. Okay, let me have a look. I'm intrigued. New it's for. Oh, okay, there it is. Hang on. Clay purifying facial toner. Absorbs excess oil on the skin surface without stripping away essential moisture to mattify and soften the skin while minimizing the appearance of pores. Formulated with Fresh's proprietary mineral-rich Umbrium clay, one of the earliest known cosmetic ingredients dating back to the 6th century. This balancing toner combats skin congestion and purifies for clearer complexion. Interesting. It's got lavender floral water tones and balances, paraben-free, sulfate-free, phthalate-free. Fresh isn't cruelty-free though, which is one thing. I can't remember. I think it was you, Carolyn, that told me that it was Fresh wasn't cruelty-free. Not buying the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I have the Marc Jacobs, which will take me years to go through. I tried to hit pan on my Marc Jacobs bronzer in I don't know which project pan it was in, but I used it like over 50 times and I still have only a tiny little like dip in it. It's going to take years to go through that. And it's like, it's huge. That Marc Jacobs bronzer is like the size of your head, and it'll take me years to get through that. I think that, I don't want to say that I want to try and pan that one next because it will take me ages, but I would like to try and pan that at some point. I thought they were one of my favorite brands. Yeah, no, let me Google it. Is Fresh cruelty free? It might be that they sell in China. That might be what it is. It says Fresh is not cruelty-free. They test their products or ingredients on animals. Fresh products are sold in countries where animal testing is required by laws, so they must sell in China. I've got the Marc Jacobs bronzer too. I've got so many bronzers, so not letting myself buy the Charlotte Tilbury till I finish at least 2. So you won't buy the Charlotte Tilbury one for like 3 years then, if you're like me. It takes me forever to go through a bronzer, like really. The bronzer that I'm working on at the moment is the one in the, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, the first one with the 3 shades. One of them is like the perfect bronzer for me. So I've been working on that, and I'm actually, starting to see it flatten out a little bit, which is exciting, but it's going to take me forever to get through. And because I'm so pale, like bronzers show up on my skin with the tiniest little bit. Yeah, that is disappointing. It is disappointing as well because I've recently used up a sample of the rose mask. I actually really liked that, and the fresh sugar lip balms are really nice as well. But yeah, disappointing. I brought a clay cleanser from Mecca. Hopefully, it is cruelty-free. Sodashi. I think Sodashi is cruelty-free. Sodashi cruelty-free, because I think there might be even. I don't want to say that they're vegan, but I think that they might be. Let me check. Yes, Sodashi Skincare is. Go back. Yeah, I think that they're vegan. Sodashi Skincare, it says 100% natural, vegan, and cruelty-free. So you are safe. I have too many bronzers. Only one I use nonstop is the Tarte Pro To Go. Oh, I've heard really good things about that palette. I like Fresh too, but I'm not buying anymore. I try to be mindful of cruelty-free, but don't always check. I'm the same. I try to be conscious about it, but sometimes I just forget. Contains French white clay, age control, non-drying, and anti-pollution. Yeah, their like packaging is beautiful. Like it's immaculate. Because I think all of it's in glass as well, which I love skincare that comes in glass because, it's easier to recycle. And I think they're an Australian brand as well, aren't they? I think that they're an Australian brand. About. Dermalogica cruelty-free? I'm not quite sure about that. That's a good question. I wonder where in Australia. They're really expensive though, Sodashi. Was it Sodashi that I got a level 3 perk recently, and you had to spend over a certain amount on Mecca to get a sample set of something. I think it was Sodashi that the sample set was. I've always side-eyed Sadachi, but they're very expensive. They're very expensive. Yes, that's what I ordered. Okay, yeah. I was this close. I don't think it's going anymore, but I was nearly going to order like some restock stuff. Well, not restock, but like new stuff on their website because I was out of moisturizer and vitamin C and different things, but I didn't end up doing it. I went in store instead, so I didn't get the set. Dermalogica says that they are cruelty-free on their website. What does it say? It says clean since 1986. Products are certified cruelty-free and vegan and made locally with no artificial fragrances or colors. There you go. Is Dermalogica an Australian brand as well? I don't know. Our story. Yeah, that was a good little set. I kind of wish I did place an order, but I didn't. No, it started in Los Angeles. Yeah, they're American. I was wrong about the Soeva set. It's 30% off in typical Sephora fashion. It's still on sale. Yeah. Yeah, they're American. They were started in Los Angeles. Interesting. I haven't tried much from Dermalogica. I've only tried bits and pieces. I haven't tried much, but I know that there's like diehard people that that buy from them and whatnot. All right. My hands are still freezing. Dad slept in again. I hope you ladies are all well. Oh no, you need to set an alarm. That'd be good if when I go live, your alarm could go off. That would be really good. You'll have to watch the replay. I hope you enjoyed your sleeping as well. I was really good. I was a good wife this morning. I got up early and I went and got breakfast and coffee and then came back and jumped on live. My go-to skincare brands are Dermalogica, Tarte, Ole Henriksen, and Pixie. I've tried a few bits and pieces from Ole Henriksen. I've tried, I think, the Tarte Marula oil, but that was years and years ago. Not much from Dermalogica and only a few things from Pixie. I jump around with skincare all the time. Like, I'm not very loyal when it comes to my skincare. Dr. Robux is Australian. I have actually considered buying stuff from Dr. Robux, but never actually purchased stuff. I like Ole Henriksen. I tried, is it their Truth Serum? The vitamin C one. I actually quite liked that. And something else from Ole Henriksen that I really liked. Oh, I think it was like the red clay foaming cleanser, but I don't think they make it anymore. No. I can't remember. It was a foaming cleanser that they used to make and I loved it. And then they discontinued it, I think. Every time I try and find it, I can't find it. So I don't think they make it anymore. Banana Bright Eye Cream. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about that. I want to try the Dermalogica, is it the microfoliant, the one that's the powder and it's the cleanser? Dark Spot Toner and Truth Serum. I love Ole Henriksen Truth Serum and Banana Range. Yeah, I really liked the Truth Serum. He's not too badly priced as well. There's one thing that really gets me about Ole Henriksen is, to me, he looks a little bit scary. Like that plastic surgery, Botox, like really like skin look, but he does make good skincare. But every time I see a photo of him, I'm like, oh gosh. But His skincare, I like his skincare. And he's very knowledgeable. I've listened to some like podcasts with him, and he seems really good. I stay away from anything with banana in the name. That's fair enough. That fake banana smell, I don't like either. Botox look. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about with that Botox look. I use the microfoliant, love it. That like plastic kind of stretched face look. Your banana is Bettina's watermelon. It definitely is. Oh, watermelon and I are not friends. The mattifying Olay set is on sale. Ooh. I don't even know what Olay looks like. Pretty much. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a photo. That one. Actually, it might be on the Instagram. Here we go. This is Ole Henriksen. What's a better photo? Here we go. This is a close-up photo. That's Ole Henriksen. Oh, you guys crack me up. It doesn't smell like bananas. Okay, that's good to hear. Every time I see the word banana with skincare, I get a whiff of banana medicine. Oh, yes, that horrible banana medicine smell. Like I do with tan Glad Wrap face. Glad Wrap face. That's the perfect description. Perfect description. That is such a good description. But yeah, that's what Ole Henriksen looks like. So you can understand why whenever I see a photo of him, I'm like, oh, do I really trust his skincare? But I know it's good because I have tried some bits and pieces. Gosh, you guys crack me up. You crack me up. Yes. Banana medicine, gross. Or that, what's that horrible tasting medicine that you used to have as a kid and it was that pink color? Sometimes you get like lip glosses that smell and taste like that. Yes, Carolyn, I think it's time for me to go as well because we've been here for a very long time, guys. It has been a long one this week. We have been chit-chatting for a very long time. So I think it's time that I go because I have videos to edit and film for you guys. I didn't upload anything. That cherry scent, yes, the cherry scent is the one that I'm talking about. I didn't upload any videos this week because I just needed a break. So I didn't upload anything, so I've got to, get back into my schedule so I have something for you guys next week. The cherry gobstopper tastes like that. Yes, that horrible Benadryl, that's it. Yes, gross, disgusting. Yeah. Anyway, keep rambling. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Once again, I'll be here again next Sunday at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. For those of you that want to watch the replay, it might be a couple of hours because I've got to wait for YouTube to do its thing in the background, and it takes a while for it to process at the moment. So it might not be up. The replay might not be up until maybe tomorrow morning, but it will be up eventually. And yeah, take care. I hope that you guys have an amazing week. I will see you next Sunday. Have a I just said that. Make sure you stay safe, healthy, look after yourself. If you're still here, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. If you are here new or you're watching the replay and you want to subscribe, the button's just down below. Also, there's the join option there if you do want to join the community. And yeah, that's it for this video. Have an amazing day, and I will see you next week. Goodbye, my beauties.